Good morning, vlog. Welcome to Vlogmas day 21. It's cold out here. It's cold out here. Well, what an interesting morning. I just got back home and I wanted to update everybody. You can probably see little Mr. Case is pooped out, sleeping. Like I said, car rides just put him right down. I left this afternoon and I got him all packed up and ready, and I went and picked up my aunt who came along with me. And then I went in and those two just kind of hung out together for a while I ran to my appointment. And it was an emotional roller coaster. I'm not good about talking about my feelings. Like, it's so weird because maybe to you guys, like yesterday, I know I just sat and spilled, like, yeah, yesterday I just kind of let it all out. And it's kind of different though when you're sitting here talking to a camera with nobody else around versus being in, a doctor's office or whatever with a nurse or your doctor and explaining like what's going on mentally. It's a trigger for me because it makes me feel like less of a person. Like I feel like I can't handle life and I'm admitting it, and it just makes you feel so bad. But long story short, I ended up explaining everything to her that's been going on, especially with the high blood pressure and the chest and heart palpitations and all of that stuff that I've been experiencing. And she does believe that they're all kind of wrapped up, going hand in hand together. She does believe that I'm having issues with anxiety and depression. So, she does believe that I made the right decision and that coming in and talking to her was really important. So, my blood pressure was 128/87, which I have not had one that low and I don't know how long. So she doesn't want me to start like any type of, what is this? This is from my glasses. She doesn't want me to start like, high blood pressure medication because she does believe, now you're going to see like this total glare, but if I have them off, you see like where my nose piece is dug into my face. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, she doesn't want to start me on anything like that. She said she would have if my blood pressure would have been maybe higher, but she thinks that it's kind of all coming together and causing that increase that I'm seeing. So she did want me to have like an EKG done and some other stuff, but that would have required me to have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour away because they don't do all of that right there at their place. So, yeah. So, I kind of declined the fact that she wanted that done, and I told her, can I just like get, we had talked about some different options as far as medications, and she did not want me to go back on what I was on prior, that I had told you guys about like years and years ago. So, I have them here in my hand because I had to go pick them up, but for the anxiety, because I just want to share since, I overshared yesterday. For the anxiety, she prescribed the hydroxyzine, and it's a as needed tablet. You can take them like, I think she said 3 or 4 times a day as needed, but they're more for like in the midst of really feeling a panic attack or an anxiety attack coming on. And it's more geared towards those type situations where you're panicky and feeling, you know, restless and anxious and all of that. And then she put me on bupropion, which is, I guess, like a Wellbutrin or something like that. It is the smallest dose that you start out with, and it's a 24-hour like time released capsule, so you can take it in the morning with breakfast, and then it kind of works throughout the day for you. And she said that one has the least side effects, and these 2 pills are going to not interfere with my blood sugars. They're not going to interfere with any of the other medication that I'm on, like for my neuropathy and all this other stuff. So I felt like I just needed to trust her and agree with her. She said the Wellbutrin or the bupropion, whatever one, it does cause, it's kind of like a, I don't know what I want to say here. I don't want to say upper and sound like, you know, I got narcotics and whatnot, but it's kind of more of like a, it gives you a little more pep throughout your day. So it's definitely something you shouldn't take before bed, and that's why it's kind of a time released one. She also said that that can help with having less food cravings, and there's some people that have lost weight while being on it, and it just gives you a little more energy. Where I explained I'm not sleeping at nighttime, but then during the day all I want to do is lay on the couch and put the blanket up over my head and just not be a part of the living and sleep my life away. So she thinks that this one is going to be a good fit for me. And like I said, I have no problem putting this out there. I don't care who watches it. This is what I'm going to try. And I guess I'm kind of sharing this because, like we said yesterday, mental health is so important. Learning to like yourself, learning to love yourself is important. Learning to take time for yourself is important. All of these things are important. And I think in this hustle bustle, busy world we live in, that we just, some of us even feel guilty about taking time for ourselves. And that's just how it is. So it does take a little while, I guess, for the Wellbutrin or bupropion to get into your system and kind of actually start working where you feel it working. Whereas the hydroxyzine or whatever she gave me is more of like a instant kind of relief thing. So I did it. I went to the doctor today, and that's kind of just where I want to wrap that up, because I know yesterday's video was just like spew overload. So I don't want to like just completely go on just this tangent today. So I did go, I did get some medication. I am proud of myself, and I will keep you guys updated on how that goes, because I'm not ashamed of saying that, hi, I'm Amanda and I need some help before I hurt people and or myself. So anyway, I digress. Something I did do today, because I just didn't have it in me to go through the motions and everything. I was like, what can I do? Like, I gotta occupy this brain. So when we had gotten back from my appointment, I drove up to one of the little free libraries, which you guys know is like one of my favorite things to do. And you guys, I end up dealing with and confronting emotions anyway, because I get up there and there is this younger girl. I'm gonna say she's maybe 19 or 20. It's cold in Wisconsin. It's cold in Wisconsin. And she was at the free library, because I was going to video it, but because someone was there, I decided not to. She was standing out there with a infant in a little stroller, It is like 20 something degrees right now, and I'm looking outside right now, it's starting to snow. But anyway, like I said, I don't like being the judgy whatever person, but when I got out of the vehicle and walked up to the book thing, I looked over and I realized this girl was crying, and I looked down at the baby, and this little baby is like in a sleeper. And as I'm like looking, I realized there's another little girl standing like behind the side of the stroller that I didn't see. And she's in like kind of like a little windbreaker zip up coat. And she was freezing, and the mom's bawling. And I walk up and she turns and looks at me, and I was like, the little girl looked at me. So I smiled at her and I was like, hi, baby. And she was like, hi. She's like, it's cold. And I'm like, yeah, it's very cold. So I don't want to come off as that judgy whatever person, and I would hate if someone were to do it to me, but of course I overstep my boundaries because that's just who I am. And I looked at her mom and I was like, hi. And I'm like, I'm Amanda, nice to meet you. And she's like, hi. She told me her name, and I said, are you okay? And she just broke down bawling. So I'm kind of standing there listening to her, and she was telling me that she's just having the roughest time she possibly could. Basically, as a single mother, her baby daddies, I guess, ended up getting put in jail, and for, I guess, drug-related charges. This is the thing I'm talking about, you guys. Like, doesn't matter if people know me or have no clue who I am, they're always comfortable telling me their life stories. And I asked, so I'm okay with it, you know? Like, even when I don't ask, I end up knowing more than I always should. So, she started talking, and she just said she had came there to, you know, basically try to see if there were any kid books to read to the girls. And there was nothing. There's like 3 books in the free library thing. So I was like, wow, somebody really cleared these out. And then I asked her where she was living, if it was, you know, obviously around the area, because she walked with this stroller and it was freezing and these little girls were freezing. I could tell she was freezing. And I asked if she wanted a ride home or if she would feel comfortable with it. And I always have in my back seat like fleece blankets and just different things. So you never know what's going to happen, if you're going to break down on the side of the road or Lord knows what. So I told her that, you know, hey, I have a whole bunch of extra blankets I carry around, and did you, you know, want some for the girls? Because it's so hard, because I didn't want to just, you know, be like, these kids need to be warmer and da 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 da. And it's just, but it's hard when there's kids involved and you don't want to overstep, but you do want to overstep. And I don't know, but it all actually worked out really well. And I told her I had a bunch of blankets in the back, and she was more than welcome to just keep them. And if they wanted a ride home, we could put the stroller in the back, and I could drop her and the girls off because I had another little car seat. And if it was, you know, if she felt okay with it, I could, you know, drop them off at home. So she did accept the blankets. I didn't, she ended up coming to the car and sitting in the vehicle and warming up, and we were talking in the vehicle, because I didn't want to just stand outside and have her like breaking down in front of the girls and saying all of this. So they were in the back, and they were just, the baby was quiet as could be, and the little girl was just like talking. And I have all these little toys in here from Mia and from Case, and, you know, from frickin' McDonald's and stuff. So I opened up one of the little toy things from like this Disney movie, and I gave it to her, and she was playing with it in the back seat. And well, we ended up sitting in here and letting them get warm. And then she did end up taking the blankets to wrap the girls in, because she said they didn't live far from there. So she ended up telling me where she was staying, and I asked her if it would be okay, because I told her I was cleaning out a playroom / kind of just catch-all room. And I told her, like, I am a book fanatic. My children have always been book fanatics. And I asked her if it would be okay, since I'm trying to get rid of them anyway, if I could just deliver some books to her. Like, I know that's not a lot, but so I ended up, like, just being all caught up in my feels for her and for these babies. And I just, so anyways, yep, Case is still sleeping. So she did feel comfortable giving me her address and said that it would be amazing and she would appreciate it. So I ended up grabbing a bunch of books, and these are only like some of them that are left. But I went up into the upstairs and I went through some of the kids' stuff, and I got like 3 or 4 stacks of books like this. And I got a Christmas card out, and I put a little Christmas note in there, and I put some cash in the card, and I told her that sometimes we all meet different people at various stages of our lives for specific reasons, and that I believe she's a great mom, and just from meeting her, that I think that, you know, she's gonna make it. And I gave her my number and told her if she needs help, she could always get a hold of me, and I would do what I could to try and help her. I've been that girl before, you know? I've been judged. I've been looked down upon. I've been with men who have chosen drugs and alcohol and that lifestyle over me. And I know how hard it is. And it's Christmas time, and this poor girl was just trying to go to the free libraries to get even just some books for her girls, because she broke down and basically said that, you know, she was going to wrap some of them up for her older daughter just so that she had stuff. So it broke my freaking heart. And I just feel like I went there for that purpose. Like, I guess that's the point I'm getting at. Because now I'm getting emotional again. Ugh, girl stuff. Anyway, I felt like I was called to go stop at my free library. Like, I was supposed to meet this girl, and I'm not like sitting here being like, oh my God, hey, I gave her so much money, but I gave her some money that would definitely, I think, help her maybe pay a bill and be able to go and buy some things for her daughter. I also had a bag full of, I know this sounds so cheap, but I had a bag full of Dollar Tree toys. Like you guys just saw that whole freaking Dollar Tree thing I did. So I just grabbed a Christmas card. I wrote in the Christmas card. I gave her some cash. I grabbed a bunch of these books and a bag of those Dollar Tree toys so that she could wrap even some of those up. I even brought her some wrapping paper, so she had that. And this girl just kind of, she was really appreciative, and you can tell she loves her baby, and she's just a mama that is trying. And you know what? If you're trying, then you are doing more than a lot of people in this world. And I just wanted her to know that, you know, there's nice people out there, and she's working, she's, you know, trying to provide for her children. And it's so weird. Like, it feels like sometimes the universe just puts you in spots where you need to be. And I'm not saying like I just made this girl's life. No, it's not even like that. Like, I just felt like I was in the right place at the right time right after I had this emotional, huge, you know, thing at the doctor's. And then it was just like, that was my reward or something. I don't know how to describe it, but it felt like that was my reward to go there, to be able to help someone, to be able to meet somebody new, and to truly help someone, even if it's just a little, you know, even if it's Dollar Tree toys and a book, you know, even if I couldn't afford to give her cash or anything. So anyways, I gave her a bunch of books and I dropped that all off to her, and I still have a bunch of books here because I want to be able to go and fill up some more of the free libraries, at least put some books in, because you don't know if there's other moms or people out there and might be doing the same thing. You might be looking through free libraries to find Christmas presents for your kids, because guess what? We all have years like that. And if you haven't had a year like that, well then, congratulations. But anyway, I digress. We got books, and since Case is sleeping, I'm going to go put these books. I'm going to go put these books in at the free libraries and hope that somebody who really wants them or needs them or just needs a book in their life finds them, takes them home, reads them. We got Fat Santa here, and Silly Faces, See Me on the Farm. I had 2 of these because I gave one to her for her girls. I had one of these Disney princess books. This one's super cute because it's like those Disney snow princesses, and they have like glitter and stuff. I have just random ones like The Story of Easter, and we got Magic School Bus books. I wanted to find some that were geared towards little children and maybe kids who are starting to learn to read themselves. So way back in the day, we got our Babar, and the Ghost. Anybody remember Babar? I remember Babar. So yeah, these are more like for I don't know, grades 1 through 3. So these are books that they could read themselves. I got a bunch of books from like the Scholastic Book Fair from when my kids were little. I have boxes of books because that has always been a thing for me in my house. Like, reading has always been so important for me, and I stressed it to my kids all the time. Jasmine is a reader. She loves it. The boys, not so much, but we got ABC books from Sesame Street. We got the Belly Button book. The Belly Button book. This one even comes with like the CD and stuff. And then they're down there, so I don't want to grab them all. But I have a bunch of DVDs, little kid DVDs, just movies and stuff, because that's, you know, still a thing. People still play them on their Xboxes and all this stuff. So we got little engines that could. We got Pod Jingle Bob, the fastest knitter in the West. Is that seriously? That's adorable. Why don't I remember this book? I'm gonna have to read that one before I drop it off. But yes, there are books and books and books here. I miss you, Stinky Face. Like, dude, I'm telling you, there is nothing like a good book to make you happy. That book that you grab and you curl up on the couch with your mom and you tell her to read you your books, and those are some of the moments I love thinking about those moments with my children when they were little, and it was read to me every night in bed, read this book, read that book. So I'm probably just babbling now. And before Jazzy gets home from school, I should probably go get some of these dropped off. So that's what I'm going to go do right now. If there are not, you know, people around, because that's just weird. I don't like recording because it's not appropriate to record other people At least I feel it's not without their permission. So I'm gonna go do this. I'll record if I can. We're gonna go drop some more of these books off, and then by the time I get done with that, Kay should be awake and Jasmine will be home from school. And yeah, here we go. Okay guys, see what I'm talking about? Like, there's nothing in there. There's nothing. So let's put something in this one. It is frickin' cold out here. Okay, that looks a little better. We got some more books in there. My window really needs to be wiped off because Gemma, I hate when you can't see and your glasses just glare. Anyway, Gemma has my entire window. So horrible. So horrible. So I have some books left, so I want to go to the other two that are in my town and drop off a couple more books at those, just so there's some kind of in each one. Well, that one definitely looks like it's got more books in than the other one, but I'm still gonna throw a couple more in this one quick. Okay. Oh my good lord, I'm freaking cold. Second one, check. Let's go to the third one. Okay, so the third one looks like there's quite a few books in there, but it doesn't look like there's any little kid books, so I'm gonna go see if I can get at least some little kid ones in that one as well. Okay, mission accomplished. Those barely fit in there. I had to like turn them sideways. Oh goodness gracious, great balls of fire. It's cold. It's cold. Okay. We made good time. Like, we made good time doing that. So, hopefully I can bring like another whole round of books in a couple of days, and fill them all back up again with some more books. So, today is the last day of school for the kids, and Jasmine should be home within like a half an hour or so, and then they are off until the beginning of next year, technically. I don't know when they go back, like maybe the 3rd or 2nd of January, but it just blows my mind to realize like we're in Christmas week. This is the week of Christmas. Like, that is so crazy to me. It feels like it has taken forever, but then on the other hand, it feels like it's just like flown by. So I don't know, it's weird. Nothing makes sense to me anymore. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just because I'm weird. It's just because I'm a big weirdo. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go get Case or Pooh woke up, get him ready because his mama will be coming pretty soon, and then go home and wait for my babies to come. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. So I just lifted my arm to like check the time, and I haven't had my Fitbit on for how long? Because of course it isn't working. I did a bunch of stuff since I got home, tried to just keep my mind occupied. Case got picked up, and I ended up going through my closet upstairs so that I could make sure to kind of just see what I had left for Christmas presents and what I didn't. So again, why am I vlogging in the bathroom? I don't know. But I did end up finding a bunch of stuff for Finley in Ireland again. So I know I told you guys like I like to buy backpacks. I'm going to show you over here actually. So I like to buy them each backpacks for Christmas and then fill them with, you know, cool things, Dollar Tree things, just stuff that I know that they'd like to play with, books, notebooks, slime. We got like an LOL girl thing in here, and in Finners we got some books, some slime, some masks, some Dollar Tree stuff, some whatnot. And then I found all of these that I had to just wrap and get ready to take over to my mom's as well, because I forgot I was all in my closet. And then I found this, so I wrapped another one of Finley's presents, and I'm just leaving that. But I have this entire bag full of stuff for the kids. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go through some of this and pick out what I want to put in their backpacks, because I'm not sure how much is gonna fit, and then I might just keep this bag with a bunch of the stuff in it for Easter, because that way I have a bunch of stuff already for Easter for them, because sometimes it's just I go a little overboard, and then there's wrapping paper and packages and random things everywhere, and these backpacks are already getting pretty full. So I'm gonna go through and put a couple things in here and then probably take all of this over to my mom's. Okay, so I still have quite a bit of stuff here that I can put away for Easter, and I packed these suckers full. So there is all kinds of goodies in here, books, all of that stuff. So this one is Ireland's. This one can be zipped up and ready to go. I wonder how many people are thinking, thank God you're not my children's aunt, because I get yelled at all the time, but I don't care. So here's Finley's. His is also packed pretty full. So we're gonna close his all up. Timber. And Jasmine won't come with me, so I'm assuming little Miss Gemma's gonna come with. Zozo, you can't come. I'm trying, you guys. It looks a little more clean over on the table. I mean, it's still obviously pretty messy, but I'm getting some of this crap out of my house, and honestly, I'm in the bah humbug mood, and I just cannot wait for this to be over. All right, backpack. Finley, check. Backpack, I check. More presents. More presents. And a cute little puppy. Cute little puppy. Are you gonna come with me? Do you wanna go for a ride? Do you wanna go for a ride? You wanna go see Grandma and Shelly? You wanna go see Grandma and Shelly and Parker? Let's go. Let's go for a ride. Okay. Presents. Backpack. Presents. Bags to put around the backpacks, maybe, so that they kind of look pretty under the tree. And puppy. All right, it's cold. Okay, move over, Rover. You guys ready for this? Oh. And where's Gemma? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, this is your spot, isn't it? But I told you, you're getting too big. Okay. All right. Okay, ew, quit looking at me. What do I do with the keys? Oh my goodness. You know, I have just this huge respect for anybody that does Vlogmas, and like, I watch all the transitions. So like, I sat here when I was gonna, carry all this stuff out, and I was like, you know what? I could go set the camera up outside, and you could watch me then go carry everything out of the house and put it into the car. And then I was like, no, this is Wisconsin. It's cold and I'm lazy, and I was like, I'm not setting up the tripod and the camera. Like, maybe if I was a better vlogger, I'd do those things, but you know what? I was like, that's not happening. So, okay. Oh, Gemma, oh my goodness. Okay. I know, but you hurt Mama. Okay, so wish us luck. We're going down the street, literally down the street, to go deliver some more presents. Nala, what do you got on? Look at, what do you got on? Show me. Nala, do you got bandana on? Are you pretty puppy girl? You pretty puppy girl. Oh my God, Gemma, stop. I can pat her. All right, so the backpack is in this big, oversized, huge one. That one's Ireland's, and this one's Finley's, because I figured they would just look better under the tree. And we got them all in the house, so if there's only room under the tree now. So that's what Grandma's Christmas tree filled with presents. Oh yeah, your little mouse. This is the when Shelly and Emily and Jazzy and I went to Goodwill. That's her little mouse she got, and then you got something else. And then she got this little guy. Oh, he's cute with the peppermint. So she put those on her tree, and we got presents. A little bit of stacked everywhere. They're all the way back in that corner? Yeah. Oh, good Lord. So, yeah. We will be here on Christmas Eve. That's the tradition. And hello, are you checking out everything, Nosy?
See? Look at that.
But it looks so cute.
Show her the little Christmas. I just put it.
Oh, she saw him. You cannot eat that, miss. No, no, no.